If you want to understand how wealthy investors think, this verse might be the oldest portfolio strategy ever written. Ecclesiastes 11:2 says, invest in 7 virtuous years in 8. You do not know when disaster may come upon the land. This was written during a time where economies were unstable, crops failed, kingdoms rose and fell, trade routes could collapse overnight. But does that sound familiar? Today, we call those risk, inflation, recessions, layoffs, market crashes. And this, we have witnessed the Bitcoin crash that has become an unimaginable technological disruption. Back then, wisdom meant survival. Today, it means financial resilience. What this verse is teaching is something that modern investors call risk distribution. In simple terms, never rely on one outcome. Think about the modern economy. Companies collapse, industries change, AI is disrupting jobs, markets are fluctuating, and governments make decisions that affect all strata of life. The wise strategy then is to spread your exposure. This could mean different industries, different investments, different income models, different locations. For example, someone today might build wealth through a primary career income, a digital side hustle, stock market investments, real estate, a scalable online product, skills that increase earning power, ownership in businesses. This verse essentially predicts what economists today call portfolio diversification and resilience. But there's another deeper idea here. You do not know what disaster may come upon the land. That's uncertainty, and uncertainty is the one constant in both ancient times and modern economies. People who lose everything financially often made just one mistake. They assumed stability will last forever. When we were growing up, people who owned com centers, they didn't imagine that one day internet cafes will be disrupting their businesses. But wise investors prepare before problems happen. Here is a practical framework you can start this year. Number 1, build an emergency fund. Number 2, start long-term investments. Number 3, develop a second income. And we mentioned that in part 1 of this series. Step 4, acquire a monetizable skills. Step 5, invest in assets that produce cash flow. This is how modern wealth builders think, not gambling. In the next part, we will talk about why waiting for the perfect moment to invest is actually one of the biggest financial mistakes people make. And as I always like to say, if this has shifted how you see money, share it.